As you, if you follow my Facebook, Instagram feeds, you'll know that over the weekend. So I'm here doing a live stream of me fabricating my new post anvil stand. Here to help me is my friend Mick. Say hi, Mick. He's going to be doing all the heavy lifting because I managed to screw my elbows up doing all that hard work over the weekend. But for now, what we're doing is got the forge running. We're going to heat up a couple of bits of rebar that are going to end up being the handles that we use to hold the post anvil stand when we're trying to move it around, because it's going to be pretty heavy. So I've just marked them out, and now I'm going to take them to my anvil and bend them over. First time I've live streamed forging, so fun. Oh man, my elbows are already starting to kill me. And I did 5.5 hours swinging the hammer, and then did an arm wrestling comp, Viking wrestling comp, and some of the guys that I was facing up against were trainees and all that. And yeah, pretty sure I tore the tendons in both my elbows. Don't drink and arm wrestle, kids.
Unless you train to arm wrestle.
Unless you train to arm wrestle, that's right. But you still shouldn't drink when you do it.
When I was working at Half Beat, one of the guys there was one of the top 10 arm wrestlers in Australia. I guess
little twisted, but that's okay. Just stick him in the vise and perform some surgery. So I have my twisting here. Up and over. Live streaming the Anvil if I'm not doing anything on it. Myself. Yeah, I'm aware that most of my Australian subscribers won't be able to view this until after I upload it, after the stream is finished. But that's all right.
What's that?
Hopefully, be able to catch up because they're all at work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, unlike us, they actually have day jobs and stuff. This is my day job. All right, so we have two handles fabricated, and they're roughly the same size. I can tell they're pretty much perfect. That one needs to be trimmed down by about 1/2 centimeter. So I'm gonna do that with the angle grinder right now. Prefer to have them too long than too short. There we are. So, evened it out a little, and that will be the carrying handles and tool rests for the Anvil stand once it's done. So
that stand, are
Yep.
you gonna fill it or just leave it?
I'm going to half fill it with concrete, so that it's bottom weighted, because otherwise it's gonna try and tip. But that's something we'll get to in a minute. Anyway, so now that we've fabricated the handles, what we're going to do is take these out there and weld them on. So you guys get to come with me. Aren't you lucky? You're going to have to leave the charging cable behind because it's not going through the door. Might chuck it out the window. Alrighty. Step into my office. I'm doing this all outside because the lighting's better. I'm nothing if not honest. Could do it inside. But there she is. The roughly assembled Anvil stand. Now none of it's together at the moment. But we have a 20 kilo poor man's anvil from Jake at Pants Fabrication. He sells these and swage blocks and his fire ant grinder and a whole bunch of other awesome tools. So if you're looking for something simple like this, like a post anvil, then all you need to do is go to firepantsfabrication.com and you'll be able to find all kinds of awesome gear like this. First off, I'm gonna lift that off. Because the pipe that I got is 200 by 200 and the base of the post anvil is 170, I'm using this 16mm mild steel plate as a rester plate, and I'll weld that to the top once I've filled it from the base. As I said before, this is 200 by 200 10mm steel pipe, so it's 10mm thick at the walls. That's 200 by 200 wide from the outside. Inside diameter I think is 180. I think, yeah, 180, that's right.
That's about right.
Yeah, well 20 from 200 is 180. So, and I've got a 6mm steel round plate at the bottom, which I will probably drill holes in the future, but this is going to be my teaching anvil. For everyone who doesn't know, I will be hopefully very soon conducting blacksmithing classes, teaching people the basics of intro to blacksmithing, and then moving into more complex stuff as I manage to find a place to permanently set up. So keep your ears out for that one, and if you haven't already, make sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, because that's where I'll be uploading all of the updates as to my classes and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, first call of business is to weld the handles on this. So what we're going to do, stick them at a relatively decent height, about there I reckon, and then I'm just going to use mild steel filler rod for the weld. You can tell this live stream is well organized and thoroughly thought out,
Organised
as
chaos.
all of my productions are.
Organised chaos.
Absolutely. All right. Choose that one.
So what, a couple inches now?
Yeah, three inches. Yeah.
Three about. You said.
Yep, that'll do. Alright. Do we want to just mark it so that I can...
Yeah, just give it a mark. Especially on
Here we go. 60 amps. Nice, I should be able to do this weld and then you can let it go. Should be able to let it go now. Cool. Alrighty. Just gonna let's fill those in later. Alright. Second handle.
Yep. Increase my amperage a little. Rock and stick. Hmm? Yeah. That was just a lump weld. It's alright. Maybe that's 70-ish. Good? That sounds a lot better. Alright, I'll just permanently attach those. That was melting the thing in half. Down to 60. Try and fill that hole. Another one more weld. Well, that looks like pigeon shit, but it should hold. Eyes. Good. Stuff really just doesn't want to weld. I should have probably cleaned it before I started welding. But a little bit late for that now. Alrighty. That Rio just keeps disappearing. Yeah. To any of my viewers who are welders, my apologies. I'm not a welder, I'm a black. My welds hold, they don't look very good. It ain't going nowhere. And I'll flip it up and I'll do the bottom. Maybe that. Made in Japan. There you go.
Bit of a bottom. Would be easy to put that on the bench, so you,
Yeah, maybe.
instead of having to squat down.
Yeah. Make it look like I'm actually know what I'm doing. Wouldn't that be strange? A new electrode. Yeah, Chrissy was like, make this a half-hour stream. I was like, yeah, sure. No worries. Alrighty. Try this again. I can stay there. We'll weld that on for a little bit. That'll be the next thing. Get this welded on. Alrighty. So let's see if I can get some decent penetration. Go for 60 amp. Come on. Come on. Well, it ain't gonna move. Let's just put it that way.
Did you put shadow inside?
Yeah, I did, yeah. This is going to be the how many sticks can sand burn through in a stream kind of stream. Answer? Quite a few. Let's see if I can. Those were lots. I probably have my little welding mallet out there. Well, they're definitely not the prettiest. I have to make the other ones look better. Unfortunately, these ones are going to be some of the most visible welds, but it's stuck. That's the main thing. Alright, now I need to get it down. So, next stage, we need to fix the bottom to the, and I'm not, there we go. Need to fix the bottom to this thing. And I'm thinking, should we put it back up there?
Yeah. And then just spin it as you do each side.
Yeah. Want to get it relatively central. All right. Enough on this to tack weld. That would be a good idea to do that. Sweet Fanny Adams. There was some. That one felt porous as hell. I get it with my cleaners. There you go. That one came out really good. I like that. There you go, that's the trick, more amps. That way. Yum. That's cool. Eyes. now I just got to do the sealer. Right the way around. Hey Curtis, how's it going, man? Yeah, just got the stick welder out. Running the beads for the base of this post Anvil stand. So, fair bit of welding to come. This is mostly fabrication, so don't expect anything. Don't expect any miracles. Eyes. Eyes. That was a pretty good bead, actually. Eyes. Mm-hmm. Gonna have to keep count at home with how many sticks I go through this mission. Eyes. Out. Come on. The inverter's getting hot. Just give it a break for a minute. She's coming along. How are you out there, Curtis? What's going on in your end of the world? Pretty fucking solid weld. I'm fairly happy with that. Oh, it's been a while since I practiced. Alright, eyes. Holy dolly. Alright, two sides down. What was that, 2 sticks a side?
Yeah.
Huh?
So far.
So far. Yeah, you can always tell when the inverter's getting a little warm because it starts going and skipping. It's the only problem with these backpack welders. When you're running it, those. Oh. Okay. Cool. Someone was just calling me trying to get a pair of blacksmith tongs.
Oh, nice.
Paul, if you ever come across this video, I'm sorry I didn't answer your phone call, but unfortunately I was a little busy. Promise I'll get back to you right after this live stream ends. Alright, eyes. was a pretty solid bead.
Yeah, that one looks like it's going good.
Yeah, well, running at 90 amps with a little backpack motor, you
Yeah.
can't expect too much out of it. I'm getting really solid penetration. Like it's consistent. Best welds I've done in a long time. Which ain't saying much.
That even looks pretty.
Hmm?
So that one even looks pretty.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's got the nice blue coloration you get out of TIG welding. Without the TIG welding. Hey Sam, how you doing, man? Yeah, so we're getting it going. It's taking a little while, but just got to we got to keep up with the tools. I'm just using this little backpack inverter. I'm sure you'll be able to see. Yep, there it is. Right here. This is my welder. Normally I only use it for attaching, materials to pieces of Rio and stuff like that, so short welds. It's not really designed for this kind of heavy fabrication work.
So it's getting a bit of a workout.
Oh yeah, but it's running the beads. The beads are looking good. I'll just bring you over and you can have a look close up. That's the welds so far. They're not very clean right now. Yeah, but yeah, we're getting good penetration on the welds and some solid fill, which I'm happy with. Just means that I've got to give it a break every now and again so that it can cool down. All right, let's see if it gives me the rest of this bead. Eyes. Damn it, just didn't have enough stick. I missed out by about 2 centimeters. Go. Finish that up. One more side, and we're done. Woo. All right. Eyes. Come on. Yep, the inverter's chucking the shits with me. It's like, no, too much. I was worried that I was going to bend this 6mm plate, doing all this weld on it.
Oh, warp it from heat.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be right with the
Yeah.
breaks that you're taking.
Yeah. Plus, I've tacked all 4 corners before I put the weld bead in. So many people, when they start out, the first thing they do is like run a bead one side, and that just... I made those mistakes when I first started welding. Didn't tack anything down, I just kind of welded the crap out of it. I mean, I welded this on, and that was just tack, 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 and then I was like, I could run a bead, and then I was nah. It's just a waste of rods. So the material I've got is actually behind Mike here, Mick. It's a 4140 roller axle from a cat loader. Actually, Jake Mantell from Fire Pants Fabrication, and he does ship internationally. He was the one who sourced that, and I purchased it off him. He sells those as poor man's anvils. They are 4140 guaranteed. They're really solid pieces of material. That's a good solid 20 kilos. It's not light. I think it's a little over 20 kilos.
Yeah, I'd say it's close to 30,
Yeah,
35.
20, yeah, 26, something like that. Yeah.
That weighs as much as a good lamb.
Yeah.
About 30 to 35 kilos.
Yeah, it's so compact, is
Yeah.
the thing.
Dense.
And this is 200 by 200 by 10 structural steel pipe. And then I've got a 6mm floor plate and some Rio handles. Back when I was not welding so well. But we don't talk about that. That's what a flap disc on an angle grinder is for, isn't it?
So that's my job.
The grinder forgives all sins. You know why it gave me so much trouble? There's more bloody carbon in these than the Rio than there is in the pipe.
Yeah.
Alright, I think she might be cool enough to run the rest of this bead. Although I'm probably going to have to change sticks out. Eyes. Scratch, scratch, scratch. There we go. Change sticks. It's just getting a little too short. I'm one of those guys that likes to use like every inch of the stick until it's like right down to the nozzle. Eyes. Come on, inverter. Go again, buddy. You know you want to. No, it really doesn't. It's like, but nope, nope, nope. Yeah, see, if I was a fabricator, I'd have a better weld. But I'm not a fabricator, I'm a blacksmith.
Fabricator, you'd probably just be running MIG on everything anyways.
Huh?
If you're a fabricator, you'd be running MIG or TIG on everything anyway.
Well, this is true, yeah. I mean, Jake Mantell is a fabricator. That's why it's Five Pants Fabrication.
Yeah.
And he does some amazing welding.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I'm definitely not a welder.
Yeah.
This is about as technical as I get with welding. Increase amperage until it melts things.
So I've seen some pretty TIG welders. Like,
Oh, yeah, especially
actually
slag tap
look-
ones.
Yeah, they actually look good, like really good.
Yeah, no, Jake does stuff like that.
You seen fusion welding?
Yeah,
That looks good too.
yeah. Have you seen friction welding?
Yeah.
Yeah, friction. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They
Well,
do
I'm
that for
watching
wheel
it.
hubs.
Yeah, I like watching it in slow mo.
Yeah.
You see this tiny spark start and it fucking heats up and then just starts slagging out the sides.
Yeah, no, they do it for wheel hubs where they actually spin
Yeah.
the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And zzz, that's why you get that center ring in the wheel hub. I have to grind that off. Alright. Eyes. Come on. Came back in just at the end there. But I think that took. I mean, realistically, these beads don't have to be super solid, so they just have to be strong enough. I mean, that looks pretty sweet. Sounds like a Buddhist monastery. Or, you know, the rebels are invading. Alright. Right, cool. So, that's the welds. Might get my steel brush. Yeah, there's some pockets of slag and stuff, but I don't care. It looks good. Certainly looks better than these ones. Oh crap. Jesus. Tempted to run over them again with the 90. The brush finish. Alright. So, now, what we need to do is tack the top on. Oh, no, wait, we need to fill it. We need to fill it with concrete. Oh, my elbows. Only needs about yay much. Yep.
I was thinking maybe it'd be easier to put this up there, turn it upside down, tack underneath first, but
I'm thinking tack 4 corners and then flip it.
yeah. I was hoping this would be a bit wider so we could
Pour the concrete in, yeah. Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be wide enough.
it's going to be a squat job on the next
Yeah, I'd say so. Oh well. Whoa. Yeah. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Whatever you do, don't look at the welds on the handles. Jesus. That looks bad. I mean, technically we don't actually have to weld underneath. We could just weld the like tack weld those 2 points. Because all the force is going that way.
Yeah, but all you need.
All you need is what, like 2 welds to break and
Yeah.
flopping
yeah.
all around place.
And being an anvil for
Yeah.
our learners,
Yeah.
they're gonna hit the anvil head.
Yep. No, you're right. Oh, mix up some concrete and pour it in. Feel that bucket I gave you earlier.
Some of the benches.
Aye.
And cement down there.
Yep. Grab the hose. And what I don't have is one of those automated mixers, like the ones you can stick into your drill.
Yeah. The crap anyway, I've just like got a blast and kept breaking them.
About that much. I reckon. much wet cement should do it. Doesn't need to be much, just needs to put weight at the bottom. Trick number 1, you don't need to weight down your anvil with 10 tons of concrete. You can fill them if you want to, but the fact of the matter is you don't really need it. What? Yep, when you're ready. Now look. This is like my favorite part. Not. Oh, I can't put any weight on it. Swap.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. For those of you watching at home, Sam's a big old wuss. One weekend of stupidity and he can't use his arms. Of course, referring to myself in the third person then. Really need to get one of those mixing things for the drill.
You think Mrs. would mind if we grab the beaters?
Yeah, I think she would. Something tells me.
Actually, you could just make yourself one.
Place rebar.
Yeah,
and
and make a corkscrew or something.
Or just 2 plates on the.
No, that'll work.
Yep.
See, I knew I have them around for some reason. They look terrible. Anyway. But it doesn't need to be mixed perfectly, it's only filling a friggin' handle stand.
There's still like an inch of.
Hmm?
There's
Yeah,
still
this is an inch of stuff at the bottom now. Riveting viewing, I'm sure. Watching Mike struggle with the concrete. To be viewed by hundreds. While he's doing that, I'd like to thank everyone for 300 subs. We've passed 300. I think we're at 306 last time I checked, which is absolutely freaking incredible. We're just growing every day. I can't keep up. That will do it. Well, let's know my welds were watertight. Yep. Fair enough. There's a hole in the top, it's going to dry out anyway. Just take a while. Alright. Whoops. My oils weren't quite watertight. Yep. Okay. Take it back. My welds weren't watertight. Might need another bucket full. It's about there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe another half. Probably just chuck it in there. Dedication. I love it. Did you think this is what you were going to be doing when you got up this morning?
I didn't know what I was going to be doing.
This is true. It's always different when you come over. Cool.
And that's just the next time.
Yeah, that'll do. Yep. And I'll give it some heft. Very nice. I don't think it's going to fall over anytime soon. The addition of concrete will also help with the ring. Obviously, it's not ringing anymore. No ring, so that'll help with that. Even once it's dried, it'll mute that horrible ringing sound from the anvil. Now, just need to clean off the rim. Just keep it balanced. All right. So now, well, welding. I'm going to weld this plate on there. All right. Let's swap sticks. We haven't been plagued with connectivity problems, which is great. Alright. Make sure she's relatively central. All things are relative. Alright, eyes. 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 Come on, come on. Get him. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do beads on the bottom of that. Oh yay. You know what I might do? Is I might just like lean it and like try and work from underneath.
I don't remember those blown ones as well.
Don't want to do that. There we go. Work on there. Improvise. Overcome.
Adapt.
That's it. Inverter really didn't like me today.
No. Kicking up and spluttering.
Yeah. It's just like, you've worked me, you've overworked me. This isn't what we agreed to. I'm only a $200 machine. That's pretty well though. Nice. Or not. Nice. Almost there, come on.
Whew. Oh, I got a
Made the whole bead.
present for you at home that I stare at every bloody day for like the last month, and I keep forgetting to bring around.
Well. Alright. This is why you need good friends, guys. They bring you presents. Or they don't.
Chunk of flint about this big.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Kai was messaging me about
Yeah,
some flint she picked up.
yeah. I think it was pretty cheap too. Like, it didn't cost bugger all. Like, she's always ordering gems and stuff for
Yeah,
herself. And she got it through her guy in Tasmania. And
You heard it here, guys. Flint napping coming to Samtown's Bladesmith soon. Just have to wait for Mike to remember.
actually, I'll send her a message.
Hi. I managed to get one stick for a continuous bead. That was good. Try and do that again. Nice. And that smoke is a really good reason to do this kind of stuff in well-ventilated areas. Like outside. Like we are. always nice when you find the right amperage setting. I mean, that weld is really nice. That's his impressed face.
I still reckon there's one down, the last one you did down the bottom was a bit better.
Oh yeah. Once you get your eye in, it's one of those things. And that was in an awkward position. I had to work around these.
Yeah.
So I don't really need to break the scale on this. It's just so satisfying to do.
Yeah. It just looks a lot nicer.
Yeah.
It's like cracking open a geode.
Oh, it can look a lot nicer. I've had some welds where the slag looked awesome, and I was thinking, wow, this is going to be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, the braze broke. Oh. And yeah, you tap the slag off, and it's just full of holes, and you go, why? All right, that. Well, don't break welding. Never mind. That is almost finished. Now all we need is a giant chunk of metal. Fortunately, I seem to have just that. Right there.
And do you want the wide side of the base on the bottom?
Yeah, on the base, yeah. More surface area.
Not that you want more striking
You don't really need more than
No.
that. I mean, that's 170. This is 150 or
Yeah.
one
Yeah, it's not
like 55 or something like that.
area.
Realistically, it's not that. I mean, you know, most post anvils tend to be like 100 by 100. So
Yeah.
there you go. All right. Let's see if I can make this thing stick. Just scratch it to the handle here. That's out the road. Fabrication at its finest. Or not. Not quite central for you.
Ah,
That'll do.
yeah.
Nice. Eyes. Eyes. Ow. Well, the rod was getting a little short. But I'm stubborn.
Bit of Rayburn on the knuckles.
Oh, yeah. So I remember welding up a gun cabinet in metalwork class, and you know spent like 3 hours in the welding booth and ended up with sunburn. Yeah, it was like all the way up, all the way up my arms.
Good way to get cancer, notice.
Eyes. Or not. Eyes. There we go. That's the inverted chucking a tanty at me. It's like, no, I won't do it. I've got to constantly tap the phone to check for messages because the messages show up and then disappear almost immediately.
Yeah.
It's a massive pain because people, message me a question, and if I'm not constantly checking, then I don't answer for like 10 minutes, and they go, "You asshole."
Alright, eyes. Eyes.
That's normally how much stick I use. There you go. That's how to overuse your sticks.
Alright, eyes. Not eyes.
That one's side done. Yeah, it's starting to rain. That's nice.
Alright, eyes.
Half a centimetre of weld.
Eyes.
I might tap the slag off these and go over them again. Just solidify them because I think these are going to be the welds that are going to be under the most strain.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because this is high carbon
Yeah.
and this isn't.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
Made my dad a welding hammer out of the railroad supply.
Yeah.
Probably do one of those for me. Very pretty. Not bad. A bit of a hole there. That was better. Trying to overdo.
Eyes.
on, inverter. Thinking my previous welds look like shit. I promise it's the welder and not me. Because good craftsmen blame their tools, isn't that how it goes?
Oh yeah, always.
Alright, baby, come on. Eyes. So for those of you keeping score at home, I have no idea how many sticks I've gone through today. But we're very close to the end. Well, it was 2, it can't be 7 because it was 2 per side on the bottom welds. So that's 8.
Yeah.
And then there was probably 2 sticks, like 1 stick per corner. So there's another 4. And then I've gone 2 sticks per side on here. So there's another 4. Plus this 5th stick that I've just gone through. So 12, 16, 17 sticks. 17 sticks roughly.
Right, you just cut me off. I said 7.
10. Yes. We all know what you meant. Alright. Eyes. These wide beats. I'm hoping it looks better than what the slag looks like. Oh, I'm running out of battery. Lifesaver. Alright, eyes. Come on, eyes. A nice little seat here. Eyes. Let the inverter cool down a little bit. How's everyone going out there? Thank you for sticking with us, whoever is sticking with us. Please feel free to answer questions. I will be looking at the camera occasionally when I'm not behind the welding mask, which at the moment is all the time. It gets better over here because I let the inverter cool down.
Yeah.
It's alright, I'm not going for looks, I'm just going for security. Wanted the extra meat in the weld. Less likely to crack. I'm trying to make the other side look a lot better. Just outdo myself.
You're just going side to side, or you?
Yeah, I'm zigzagging.
Yeah.
So much like you do with a TIG.
Yeah. Normally do figure eights. If I was doing a white one.
Yeah, well, that's basically what I'm doing. The stick's disappearing as fast as the weld's moving along, so I basically just hold my hand in one spot and and it's doing it for me. Eyes. Come on, Isabella. He's slinging out of the stick. I'm throwing like hotcakes. What's that? 20 now? This is
Yeah, that'd be 20.
20 sticks. Good thing I purchased new sticks like a week ago. One. I'm re-tempering my Anvil face as I go. Eyes. Fixing a hole in the weld. Gotta make it look relatively uniform. I thought that was welded on, but it's actually brazed on. I got this from a friend of mine, so. That's a little better. What am I telling? That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Then the other side at least. Oh. Welding over. Holy dooly. Hey, George. Hey, Tim. How you doing, man? Yeah, I love having my crispy hands. You know, I have welding gloves somewhere. Never bought it.
You just bought some last week.
Yep, I literally bought some last week. But you know, I'm ever the smart person. But there you go. That, and I love it. It's not ringing. It's now my education anvil. All I need to do is take a flap disc to the top of that, and Bob's your auntie.
It's good.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Good height too.
Yeah, it's perfect height. It's right on my knuckles.
Yeah. And well, I'm quite a bit shorter.
Yeah.
And that's actually not
Not a terrible height.
not terrible height at all.
Yep. And it should be liftable. Oh, if I'm not standing on it. Yeah, it's liftable.
Yeah, it's still pretty good too.
And it's stable, which is good.
I still prefer your short stand though when we're working together.
Oh yeah, no. It wouldn't be it's not a striking anvil. This is for teaching people.
Yeah.
How to hold tongs and smack things. Lining the striking face with them. I mean, a lot of people who build their own anvils tend to make their anvils, and they'll grab like a piece of forklift tine or some other kind of high carbon steel to fit a face to it. I don't need to. This is 4140, so it's already fairly hard. So yeah, it's not a big deal if it doesn't have a new face on it. The only thing is that you really don't need a super hard face on any of your anvils, and I'd prefer not to have a super hard face, especially for nubile smiths, because if you come down with a hammer on the edge and break a chunk off of a high carbon steel face, a hard steel face, there's a good chance that chunk is going to fly out at supersonic speeds and slam itself into your femoral artery and bleed you out in seconds. Whereas on a slightly softer face, like this one, if you do happen to take a chunk off that edge, if you miss with a hammer, slip with a hammer, then all it's going to do is peel that off, and it might even still be attached. At worst, it'll just kind of drop off. As far as filling it with sand, we did actually fill this with concrete up to about, I'm not sure you can see my foot height, just down there, about a quarter, maybe just a little under a third. Yeah. With concrete, and that's just to put the weight at the bottom. Obviously, if we didn't have the weight at the bottom, then all the weight would be up here, and that would make it very top heavy. But as you can see, I can rock that around, and thanks to the increased foot size and the concrete, it's solid as. Like it rocks around. Obviously, if I put a lot of weight into it, but when I'm whacking on it with a hammer, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. I'm interested to see how my welds go and all that kind of stuff. I did double up my welds on the anvil because this is 4140 and it's connected to mild steel, and I was using mild steel rods. And the problem with that is it can make your welds pretty brittle. So doubling up those welds there will hopefully prevent it from cracking over time. I also used a pretty heavy amperage to get some really good penetration.
20 rods later?
Yeah, 21 rods. 21 rods in the whole build. But yeah, so we've had quite a good weld bead around the bottom here as well. And as you can tell, it doesn't ring as we showed before, which means that it's nice and deadened from that concrete in the bottom. It does have a little bit of a bell kind of sound to it because there's holes either side, and so the whatever ring is there is kind of reverberating back up, but it's not very loud. It's actually quite manageable. And we were. I think that's much preferable to.
Yeah.
The sound of my other animals. Bing! So yeah, I think that'll do just fine. And if I really want to, what I can do is fill those holes in with a piece of steel, or I could just top it up with sand or water.
And more.
Yeah. So yeah, or oil or something like that. I've heard a lot of people use a lot of different things. The sand would be advantageous because I can literally pour the sand out to move the anvil around. And if I do eventually permanently affix this, because this is going to be my training anvil, so I'm going to be taking this places to teach people how to forge. If I eventually get a workshop where I can affix this permanently, I'm going to drill holes in the floor plate and bolt it to the ground, and then I'll probably fill it with sand, and that'll completely mute it, and I won't have to worry about it. But for now, I'd rather have a little bit of ring and a little bit of reverb in it, and be able to move it around quite easily, than, you know, completely mute it, and need a crane, which I don't have. So, yeah, that's the post anvil build, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it was just me and Mick giving each other shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, cool. I am the crane, yeah. Well, unfortunately today I'm really not the crane. My elbows are fucked. I can swear, it's my stream. 2 big buckets of old rusty nuts and some sloppy concrete. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Use the nuts and bolts as aggregate.
Yeah, yeah. Jake Mantell, who sold me this this anvil, he also has an anvil that he built himself out of old hard ox plate from where he worked, but old digger bucket, and it's all, 20 mil digger bucket, 20 mil thick digger bucket, and that is completely muted because he filled the legs with oil and sand. So he just, mixed up a whole bunch of old quench oil in the sand and poured that into the legs. Thing weighs about 300 kilos, but yeah, it's a beautiful anvil. But yeah, I want to be able to lift this on my own, and as it stands, I can. It's probably, it's a 20 kilo anvil. I think the pipe below it weighs about 20 kilos.
It'll be close to 50 kilos.
Yeah, it'll be around 50 to 60 kilos in total, which is a manageable weight for me, being that most of my anvils are around 50 kilos anyway. I wouldn't use this for heavy striking, mainly because it's unsupported in that area, and you'll eventually start caving it in. Although very unlikely because everything's fairly thick, like the plate underneath the anvil 16 mil, the pipe itself is 10 mil steel. So, and there's only, I think it's 5 mil overlap, like 5 mil gap on either side from the anvil to the pipe, because the pipe is 170 and the inside diameter of this pipe is 180. So there's only 5 mil on each side for it to fit down through, so there's not a lot of space for anything to move. I may make improvements in the future, I don't know, but for now I'm really happy with it, and I'm glad you guys could come out and join me. Thanks for coming along. Thanks to Mick for coming to help me out as well. I will have another video out next Wednesday. I don't think I'm going to have another video out this Saturday, because I'm going to be busy working with another Western Australian knife maker, this is a collaboration that I'm doing, and that video should be coming out maybe next week, so hopefully you can stay tuned for that one. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm super pumped to get into it. It's going to be great. So anyway, guys, that's all from me. I'm now very dirty, but that's how blacksmiths get, both physically and mentally. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed that, guys, and I will see you in the next video. All right, cheers.